I'm looking for Chef Omar Ashley.
This is me. How you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to him.
What's up, brother? There you go.
Can you hear me good?
We hear you perfectly. Thank you, sir. You sound beautiful, as you were on the first episode of Ciao House on Food Network, where I definitely I'm the only one in the room that saw it. Yeah. So I don't know if I want to spoil it for a lot of people, but it is gonna be quite an addicting show. Because first off, and I think Omar can attest to this. They fly him out to Tuscany, so they're in a villa. This villa is gorgeous. First off, Omar, how much of that house did you go into every bathroom in there and poop? Come on, it's a huge house.
No. Quite a few.
Yeah.
It was definitely a beautiful experience to be on location and shooting the actual show where we shot it. The villa, I believe, if I'm getting it right, it was built in like the 1400s or something like to that effect, and it was just absolutely gorgeous from the courtyards to the fresh fruit around, and definitely the bathrooms and things like everything was beautiful.
All right, I gotta say the first thing that when they're into the house, all right, I'm gonna, if anyone who hasn't seen Ciao House on the Food Network, watch it. Go to foodnetwork.com, find it. There's replays. They have the whole schedule. You can watch everything.
Cool.
Here's the thing, though. The one thing I got to say, how it hooked me in the way beginning, not only do they show them all coming in from the airport, getting in the car, driving up the beautiful scenic highways into Tuscany, into the villa, all this stuff. But the best part was that somebody on that whole cast was going home that day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, so you flew all the way to Tuscany, you flew to Italy, got to Italy, drove in, maybe had a glass of wine, right? Then you pretty much had to cook, and if you failed, you went home.
Short vacation.
All right, so, I mean,
it was that.
No, go ahead, Omar, you were saying, it was what?
No, all I'm saying is like, that definitely kind of changed the game because everybody walked in and everybody's smiling and hey, and nice to meet you, and then you get from Chef Alex Bonachetti, and they say, hey, somebody's gonna go home today. And you're like, whoa, that kind of changes the whole game. So your mind has to change, your mindset has to change, and things just have to you got to go into competition, go into war mode.
Now, I got to ask you about this war mode because they gave you 45 minutes. I know that you were one of the first chefs that was put to the fire, as they speak. You're thrown out there. You get thrown out there. You're in the first group that has to make something. I don't want to reveal too much about what you made because there was an issue with your meal that you were preparing. However, what I've learned from that's where you start seeing all the bullshit. That's where you start seeing all the characters and how they're going to morph into who they are. You saw one guy, he makes fresh fucking pasta in the time. So, like, it usually takes you a while to make fresh pasta. He made fresh pasta in under 45 minutes. That was a big deal.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, and then after all the other people go, and let me point out this one other part, this guy, Matt, who I'm telling you, they're painting Matt to be the asshole of the show. Guess where Matt's from, everybody? Staten Island.
Hey, that's where all the assholes come from.
Yeah.
Staten Island.
Staten Island, that's us. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
The best. So all right, they're painting him out. So that's the asshole. Mm-hmm. Then there are a bunch of other broads on the show who I can't remember everybody's name. I know the one chick made a. Which I thought was kind of fucking ingenious.
Sarah?
No, the black chick with the dreads or the curly hair. I don't remember if she has dreads right now. Starts with a T. She made jambalaya.
Her name is with Tronika.
There you go. Easy for you to say, Omar. She made jambalaya. She made jambalaya rice balls. So she made them like kind of Cajun. mixed with all. So it was
That's
like
kind of interesting.
It's a very interesting idea because I love Cajun food, so automatically that's what I would gravitate
with the
towards.
rice ball stuffed in the rice ball.
Yeah, it was jambalaya instead of just plain rice balls. Because they had to make the first thing, like we were saying before, was like they had to make a Tuscany dish, something that spoke to them, something that was their best Italian dish, and blah 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 blah. And Omar made some good stuff. I don't want to reveal what Omar made because there's a whole saga.
Now I got to watch it because I'm curious.
Yeah, there's a whole saga of what Omar made because Omar pretty much got screwed over by the house a little bit. So I felt for him because he was making this beautiful dish, and even though his dish was like, I don't want to say half-assed, Omar, because it was like it wasn't fully done.
But
I mean, and the fact that they
it's just like
good.
It took some thought and effort to go into the dish. It wasn't just what was seen. You know what I mean? So it actually did take some thought and effort to it. It looked a bit simple, but it wasn't because you had to build those flavors and things like that. And basically, like you said, we were asked to do a dish that was Tuscan but spoke to us. And the reason why I chose that, cooking in the New York City kitchen. I've only worked from after the beginning of my career, but the only fast food restaurant I ever worked in was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, he worked in KFC, and see, this is what I was going to say about Omar. Omar legitimately, and despite the fact that we know he's our friend's husband, we know this. We know the wife, and we love her. We're starting to get to know Omar, and we kind of like him.
Shout out to Raven.
Hi, Raven. By the way, I didn't know if she wanted us to say it, but hi, Raven.
Nah, I know the brother. I met him before.
Okay, so Ricky has one up on me. He's actually got to hang out with Omar. I only know Omar through the TV.
Yeah. So at the comedy joint.
Yeah.
All right. So as such, though, that's Ricky.
Okay, Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
I'm all right, brother. Yourself?
I can't complain,
all
man.
Right. Proud of you, brother. Proud of you, brother. I'm going to be watching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's on a hit TV show. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So as such, though, the thing about Omar that intrigued us about Omar, though, too, and I understand why he was picked. This guy legitimately is living the American dream. Yeah. He started living in a house with 25 other people, an apartment in Brooklyn, right? Worked his way up being a dishwasher, to fucking getting into the culinary, busted his ass to be in the culinary arts, and he's literally the definition of a true American dream. That's exactly what the fuck he is. Yeah, he is exactly that. He is. If you bust your ass and you work real hard, there's a chance you're going to end up on a Food Network show because you became such a big-time chef in the hotels, like you were pointing out. And, I mean, he makes beautiful dishes. They show all his stuff in the B-roll. Like, you look at his food and you're like, wow, I want to eat. Now, imagine Raven. Raven gets to eat that all the time. We don't. Raven does.
And don't have to cook.
No.
She don't have to cook.
She don't have to cook.
She's never cooked.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you a fun fact. I've been with my wife for 11 years. On our first date, I told her she never wanted to cook a day in her life. She never had to cook. And I kept my promise.
There you go.
So that's when she ripped your clothes off?
but listen, a brother who could toss a match.
Yeah,
he get all the ass he wants.
You better believe it.
Toss a match.
Yeah.
I thought Ricky was going to say a brother who could toss a salad.
I ain't talking about you, brother. I'm talking about in general. This is what I taught my little brothers and them. You could toss a match. You get all the ass you want, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
By the way, Raven's in our chat room saying, this is not about me, sir. But guess what? We don't care. We love you and we love Omar. That's why we're going to be cheering. We're on Team Omar now.
That's right.
And we're going to be freaking watching this show. Team Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn right. Because you know what it is? I'm telling you, this show... You watch, like, you know when they do, I was telling everybody before, but you know when they do, like, this season on Ciao House, and they show you all the bad shit that happens.
Right.
Like, all the inner fighting, and like the guy from Staten Island, Matt, who's obviously the asshole, and then Corey, who's definitely the front runner. The guy Corey, so far, we're only one episode in, but he's definitely being presented as the front runner. Then the guy that made the pasta was a football player that became not a professional, but like a football player, and then became a chef. And he made his food so hot that they couldn't even fucking eat it. There was a whole bunch of stuff. Like you watch the episode and you're like, wow, there's so many diverse, different shits going on here right now. That these different personalities, because that's the secret to the show. They have to work together, but then they got to fucking compete against each other at the same time. That's the key. That's the hook.
If I can say this, when you look at it in that aspect, and then you take a step back and you actually do say, you know what, that's really what it was, because you had so many different personalities, you had so many different backgrounds, so many different cultures as far as cooking wise, that was all together, and to come there and produce what we did, I think we did a damn good job, to be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I'm telling you, the show hooks you from the first episode because you really want... and I do have to ask you about the first episode, Omar. By the way, we're talking to Omar Ashley.
Okay.
One of the many stars, but probably the brightest one, because we're on Team Omar, of Ciao House on the Food Network.
Follow him at Chef Brooklyn.
Well, Chef Brooklyn, Billy?
Yes.
What was that? That's his Twitter?
Right.
So at Chef Brooklyn?
Right, but the abbreviated Brooklyn.
Oh, the abbreviated Brooklyn.
Yes.
Why don't you just spell it out for the fans?
Right.
Come on, help Omar out, man.
BK.
Yeah.
Right.
LYN.
There
A lot
you
of
go.
people don't get that. You got to be from the city to understand that. And when I took that name, I think I took that name like about maybe 12, almost 15, 12 to 13 years ago. I actually embraced the name. And it wasn't to say that I was the best in Brooklyn, because, I mean, that's not what I did it for. What I really did it for was because I was more confident enough to put Brooklyn on my back and represent for Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And also, now that I live out in New Jersey, I also represent for Avenel, New Jersey as well.
There you go.
But I mean, I still have a lot of roots in Brooklyn, and when I took that name, and that's what I took it for. And a lot of people don't, when I say Chef Brooklyn, and I'd be like, the abbreviation of Brooklyn, they're like, well, what's that? So that's how I know that they're not from the city.
Yes.
But I'm from the city, born and raised, 37 years in the city. So my soil is there, and we're going to represent.
It's Billy's Brooklyn. Ricky got everyone in this room has a little piece of Brooklyn in them. I'm probably the less of, but everybody else has. I'm more Staten Island born and raised.
Well,
I'm hanging out with that guy Matt, who's an asshole.
I'm older than they are, but
Matt's not
me and Raven grew up in the same neighborhood.
Matt's good.
All right, Matt's good, but sorry, my incredible joke was you were laughing so hard you missed what Ricky said. Ricky was saying
me and Raven grew up in the same neighborhood. She grew up in Tompkins Projects. I grew up in Sumner. But
so you shoot at each other?
Her aunts and stuff I grew up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her aunts and stuff I grew up with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I grew up with her aunts.
So see, it's all a family affair. That's why we're on Team Omar.
It's a small world.
After all.
And you know,
a small world.
and you know your Brooklyn people got you. You know your Brooklyn.
I grew up a block away from that.
Yeah, see, but I'm saying, you know your Brooklyn people got you. If you don't win, we burn it down, bro. We burn this shit down.
Yeah, we trying to hold.
Ah, shit. Great, now the cops are here.
So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you understand, Ricky was only playing. We're not going to burn the city down.
We didn't mean it, folks.
Yeah, we might tip over a car or something.
Yeah.
But we're not going to burn the whole city down.
Yeah,
But Omar, you better fucking win.
Ricky, don't do it, Ricky.
Yeah.
Come on, Slickster, don't hurt him. Come on, Slickster. By the way, so here's my question about the first episode, because we're getting off subject for a minute. The first episode, Ciao House.
Yeah.
All right, when you guys got there, how long were you there before they started when they do the whole fake, when they come out and you guys are on the balcony and they're like, chefs, come here, chefs. When they did all that, how long were you guys in the house?
No, I'll be honest with you. We just got there.
All right, so
it was so authentic. I'll be honest with you. Just to be totally honest with you.
Yeah,
and
please.
I know you can't really speak much, but as much as it be spoken, everything was really authentic. I'm just going to be. I'm not trying to sound like it really was. It wasn't really too much of. To me, I didn't feel like it wasn't too off. like a script. It felt really authentic. Like it wasn't like we were there for all this time and then they just put a camera in our face and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like we really just arrived.
All right, because part of the reason why I was asking is part of it did feel like that. That's why I was asking. Because my second part of that first question was, when you're in that first episode, when you guys go in there to cook, what does the other group do? Are they just sitting there? Now, is it really 45 minutes and they're like strict to that clock? Because that part was nerve-wracking.
No, it was there.
All right.
It definitely was strict to that clock. And the thing about cooking in the kitchen with a competition versus being in the restaurant, I would say the difference is, because it's not really a difference, so to say. Because if I like you come to sit down and eat at my restaurant, right? You might sit down, you want to be there for an hour. So 15 minutes in, you're getting a drink, your ticket is coming to me, you're getting that ticket in less than 30 minutes. And so it's basically the same thing. So going into the competition, I did lose track of time only because I wasn't really familiar with the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I think if I had a little more familiarity with the kitchen, I wouldn't have lost the track of time the way I lost it.
Well, that's the reason. The reason why I'm asking is because there's this one person. I'm not going to tell you who it is because if you don't watch the episode. But the best is like the chef, the guy that's one of the judges. Not the chick, the dude. Gianni or whatever the freak his name is. The guy with the button-down shirt and the hair, and he's like, hey, ciao. That guy.
Chef Gabe.
Yeah.
He's actually from Tuscany.
Yeah, all right. So the Tuscan chef guy, the best line throughout the whole thing. One chick makes something that honestly would have took you 5 minutes to make. So he goes, what did she do with the other... like he's talking to the other judge. He goes, what the hell was she doing? We gave him 45 minutes. We didn't give you 10 minutes. We gave you 45 minutes. And that person, I almost revealed it, that person doesn't go home. That's the shocking part. That's the one where you sit there and you're like, wow. And don't get me wrong, the person that goes home, I think he goes home for bullshit reasons. He goes home for bullshit reasons.
Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for ruining it. No, thanks for ruining it.
Okay,
well,
spoiler warning.
Say this, right? When it comes down to cooking and when it comes down to the competition factor and the cooking, I don't think that he just went home because of presentation. But honestly speaking, I haven't seen the show yet. We had a watch party and everything, but I had so many guests at my house that I didn't even get a chance to actually hone in on the show. Right. So I think I'm going to do that tonight when I get home. To see, what. Yeah, I really, honestly speaking, I have not taken a chance to take a look at the show. I'm actually still living on a cloud because I feel like I'm living a dream.
Is that because you were you having the party because you won it? You won Chow House? Come on, let it out.
Say that.
Come on. Tell us all. Blow the secret. Let's go.
We were having a premiere.
Oh, a premiere.
We were having a premiere party, a premiere party. I wish I won. I wish I won. I wish I lost. I can't tell you that.
Yeah, he can't. He had, I believe it was a premiere/victory party, Ricky. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe. I believe Raven was running around being the wife. Party. Yeah.
We're going to do the victory party. You're going to host the victory party.
Dude, I will be there with bells on, dude. I will host even if Omar doesn't win and the asshole Matt wins, I will be there. And I will host it.
Just make sure you ain't there with just bells on.
No, I'm just bells. That's all. I'm just wearing bells. That's it. I'm going to wear a whole bunch of them, but there's going to be bells. A bell top and a bell bottom. That's it. So
you're jiggling, baby.
I'm jiggling. All right,
jiggling, baby.
Jiggling. All right. So, by the way, the show airs every Sunday at 9 p.m. on the Food Network. You can catch a shitload of replays. Like, I know Billy's chomping at a bit. Billy's going to watch it when he gets home, probably.
Right, I'm going to watch it. How many episodes are you in?
We're only in the one episode.
One
episode.
All right, I'll watch it on demand.
Yeah, so and if you go to foodnetwork.com, you can get all the, they give you, the whole schedule, when the replays are on and when, what the synopsis of the next couple episodes are. And that way you learn, what's going on, because there's a whole bunch. I'm telling you, the whole little thing, the thing that makes this show work, not just because it's Omar, and we love Omar now, and we're on Team Omar, but there's all these different contrasts of people, and then they got to work together, and they got to compete against each other. So it's like Survivor with food. That's the thing. It's like Survivor with food, and it really does. You watch it, and I didn't just watch it because Omar was coming on the show. I could have watched 5 minutes of it and bullshitted him in this interview. I could be like, "Yeah, it's great. You cook food." I could have lied. I watched it because I'm like, now I'm intrigued because like now there was like the guy that got, because the thing that really got me was the guy that literally got on a plane, came to the fucking house, cooked, got judged, and then went home. You're like, holy shit, that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck so much. He didn't even see Tuscany.
No, so imagine how that's making us feel when we see, like, now we're like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a joke. You know, we're thinking that, maybe tomorrow. No, tonight.
Right.
Yeah, they're like somebody's going home today, and you're like, holy shit. Because it was... Yeah. And Alex, the one judge, the female chef, she's like cutthroat because she's trying to show you that this is fucking important. Like, you gotta step up your game. This is not funny ha-ha time that we're making mac and cheese with a box. This is like, you're cooking. You gotta cook.
Yeah.
And she does that. And the Tuscan guy is okay. He looks too much like the stereotypical Italian. Like, he looks like he should be on a romance novel because his shirt's always open. And he's
and
like
riding a Vespa.
Ciao. And he should be riding a Vespa and have a rose always in his mouth.
He's trying to get him an Italian woman.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Oh my God, this is funny.
So I mean, it's a great, like, the judges are good. Like, the panel is great. Everybody's good. I'm telling you, it's just like the dynamic of the show is just so good that even if we weren't Team Omar, even if Omar went home, I would have had Omar on just to talk about the show because it is that good. I haven't seen Food Network put out a lot of good shit in a while.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. This is an actual show where you go, wow, because like when they were that cutthroat and like, no, you're going home tonight. One of you is going home. They all just got there. I mean, the one person that was in the running to go home, the one that didn't go home, starts busting out crying because it's like you literally just got there. Real. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. It got real. Even with me, I felt the intensity. And then to make it for another day. Because obviously someone did go home on the first show. Mm-hmm. So, but to make it for another day actually felt really well to me and to myself. I don't know, like it's still even though we shot the production and everything. I think, and even so, like you guys are in this industry, so you understand. Like the production team was amazing.
Of course,
like the production team was amazing. It wasn't anybody that was acting like or made anybody feel uncomfortable. Everybody was comfortable. Like it was just an amazing situation. I mean, I'm still at a loss for words. That's why I'm mumbling over my words a little bit because it was that much of a great experience. Like to be able to be in Tuscany for about 3 weeks or so, almost a month, it was amazing. It's just nothing short of amazing.
Now, I got to before we wrap this up, I got a question. When you guys are doing all the cooking, right? Because you guys had to cook like 9 million times, obviously, during the course of the show. Who makes breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Do you guys cook for yourselves, or do they bring in Tuscany chefs to cook for you? Who was doing all that? Who was feeding you guys?
We actually had catered food every single day. Every single day.
Oh, can you imagine that?
They took very good care of us.
Can you imagine Tuscany like catering? Yeah. Oh, that's got to be amazing.
Every single day was amazing. Yeah, but one thing that did shock me was that over there, the watermelon is really good and it has seeds in it.
The black seeds.
That shocked me.
Yeah.
It has the black seeds in it. Yeah.
Good shit. That's the good shit.
That's the good shit, everybody.
More sugar.
Yeah.
That's the good shit.
That's the good shit, everybody.
That's the good, yeah. The watermelon had the seeds in them out there. And being that it was so hot, it was very refreshing every day to have some like good watermelon and good, as they say in Italy, the water, they had the frizzante. So they had some good frizzante and some good still water for us, and I would do it again. I would honestly do it again. That's how much of a great time that I had.
You can tell that you had a good time. You're raving about the water. The aqua was fucking good. Molto bene, the aqua is molto bene, delicioso. Mwah! Delicioso. I'm still fantasizing over the catering because you got to imagine you're not getting a bologna and cheese sandwich in Tuscany. You're getting like freaking good food.
Yeah, we had really good food. We had really good food.
Mortadella, prosciutto di Parma.
Yeah, good mortadella. Yeah, just some good mortadella, some breakfast pizzas and you name it, pizza for breakfast. How about that?
Yep. Oh, come on, I'm a fat guy. I do pizza for breakfast normally.
Real pizza though.
Yeah, real Italian pizza. Where you got to use the scissors and you cut it.
It was on nice focaccia. It was beautiful. It was just like, I don't know, like to walk out into a garden and just to see everything right there, and then you get to use that stuff to cook with. Like you just ran your hands through the rosemary, and now it's in your stove. It's in your saute pan.
Yeah, that's the other part when they're doing the cooking. All the fresh herbs were right outside the window, so it's like, I need some sage.
Right.
Shoosh, it's right there. It was nice.
Right there, yeah.
Omar, what restaurant are you working at now? Because I know you worked at the 21 Club, Trig and Olive. Where else are you working now?
Yeah, I work right now. I work at the Pierre Hotel in New York City.
The Pierre Hotel in New York City.
I'm not supposed to say that. Yeah, the Pierre in New York City. That's
all right. That way, because we're coming by, we're getting food. So we need a table for. We're fat, so we need a table for 6.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Nice.
We'll taking care of it over there.
Nice.
Taking care of.
Hey, I saw what you made the first. I would even eat the thing that they didn't like. The judges did. By the way, because your wife already gave it out in the Facebook Live suite, she's talking about it when she goes because one of the comments is that they called it baby food. The consistency of baby food. So, by the way, your wife in there just said, baby food my ass. And that's the only reason I had to bring it up, because it's total effect.
Well, she's my biggest critic, and she's also my biggest supporter.
As she should be.
She's one of them. And
you have a strong woman.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have somebody who was supportive. You're damn right. I actually told her, on our first date, the life of a chef is not easy. We in all actuality, we choose servitude, right? So whenever everybody's having fun, we're the people that's providing the fun.
That's right.
And that happens usually on holidays, birthdays, and things like that.
All right,
so I work a lot. But she's very understanding of it. She understands that this is my career. She understands this is my dream. And she understands that, this actually helps to benefit the whole family. So she loves it, and she enjoys it, and she supports me 100%, and I support her 100%.
Yeah,
and I'm really proud of her, and she's really proud of me.
All right, so by the way,
awesome.
Lenny in the Facebook Live Suite wants everyone to know he found it on the Discovery Plus app. Well, so by the way, if you want to join Team Omar, we're all members of now Team Omar. We got a new hashtag, Billy. Write it down, hashtag Team Omar. All right? And please,
Team Omar.
Omar, plaster that shit everywhere, because first off, we gotta go to the Pierre Hotel and eat. Ricky already went to a club with him. I mean, come on, we know the wife. We gotta do this for him.
Plus, we were in the same industry.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was big in the hotel industry, so even the people over at the Pierre knew who Ricky Leaf was, bro.
There you go.
Okay.
So if you need any ass kicking, Ricky's here for you. Like, he'll lay the smack down on somebody's candy ass.
Where can people get in touch with you?
See, hold on, we're making him laugh.
So my Instagram is at Chef Brooklyn, but the abbreviation of Brooklyn, so it's Chef BKLYN. My TikTok is Chef BKLYN _. My Facebook is Omar Ashley, OMARASHLEY. And I do have a Twitter, but my Twitter I don't use it too much, but it's also Chef BKLYN. So those are all my social media handles that I can be reached at.
And make sure that you hashtag Team Omar on all those things. Hook up with him on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere that you freaking can find Omar. You hook up with him. He's Omar Ashley. He is the star.
On Facebook.
He is the star. Fuck everybody else on the show. He's the star of Ciao House. Even that asshole from Staten Island match, he is bigger than him. He's Omar Ashley. And he's dying right now because he's choking. He needs some of that Italian water. Someone give him a drink, some agua. And then he'll feel better. Omar, thank you for being on the show, my friend. We will continue, by the way.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, man.
Just a reminder, Ciao House,
Anytime.
Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings. It's on the Food Network. Team Omar, don't be a dick. Make sure that this guy wins. Show Food Network that even if he loses, say God forbid he loses, this guy should be hosting diners, drive-ins, and dives over fucking the other guy. Right here.
All right.
Oh, we're putting that into the air?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Put it into the air.
If they can have...
We're going to be taking over diners, drivers, and dives.
Damn right. If they can have Guy Fieri on every fucking 5 minutes on that network, they can have the Omar Experience or the Big O with Omar.
Don't worry. A star is born, brother. A star is born. A star is born.
How about cooking with Brooklyn? Oh.
Cooking with Brooklyn.
Yeah, that'll work.
Even better. How about Kiss My Ash? Kiss My Ashley. Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Kiss my Ashley.
Kiss My Ashley. Well, feed my ash. Feed my ash.
Feed my ass.
I like that. Feed my ash. I like it. My
We're gonna
friend.
make it happen. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank
All right,
you,
brother.
Okay,
Take
Omar,
it easy,
ladies
bro.
and gentlemen, round of applause for Omar Ashley.